What happened at the military gate? Jungkook's family was seen waiting but not allowed to enter. The tense atmosphere enveloped the military gate in South Korea on a sunny morning. Journalists, fans, and locals crowded near the site, creating a question mark atmosphere. One of the members of the BTS family, Jungkook, became the center of attention not because of his glorious music career but because of the mysterious news. That is now the news: why the Kook garbage family is standing outside the gate. Why they are not allowed to enter. Is this related to the task? The news spread so quickly that it sparked wild speculation among memes on social media. The military #June became trending within hours, but what actually happened? According to witnesses, Jungkook's family was seen arriving at the entrance of the military facility around 10 o'clock a.m. They appeared to be carrying something that looked like a gift, or maybe food for Jungkook, who had just been drafted into the army a few months ago, but surprisingly they were not allowed in. "I saw them waiting there for quite a while," said one of the residents who lived near the site, "but they were not given permission to go any further. It's strange to see them blocked." This incident sparked speculation. Some argue that this is just standard procedure to avoid meddling inside military facilities, but some other sources argue that there are deeper reasons directly related to Jungkook. Shocking news emerged from unofficial reports stating that Jungkook was undergoing special military training. What makes this training so special? Some analysts suspect that Jungkook was known for his discipline and outstanding physical abilities. Selected for special missions that require intensive training. "This is something that rarely happens," said a former army officer who asked not to be named because of rules. Celebrities serving in the army are not given tough assignments, but if they show exceptional ability they could have done it. Put in a special program. However, if it's true, why is the family not allowed to visit Jungkook? Is this part of the training, or is there something else going on behind the scenes? The scene becomes increasingly emotional when one of Jungkook's family members visibly wipes away the tears in the corner of his eyes. This situation elicits sympathy from people around, including fans who happen to be on location. "Seeing them like that makes me wonder if Jungkook is okay there," said a fan who came from Seoul. "Just to give morale support. We know conscription is a tough task, but this feels different. There was something bigger going on." Not long after this news came out, the military finally gave an official statement. In a brief press conference, the military spokesman mentioned that there was a procedural reason behind this incident. "We understand the public's concern over this incident," said the spokesman, "but we ensure all procedures carried out are aimed at maintaining the safety and comfort of our military personnel, including Sergeant John Junkook." This statement only adds to the mystery of why they did not mention the reason directly behind the ban on visits. Is there a greater security reason? In the midst of all this excitement, many fans are wondering how Jungkook feels dealing with this situation. As a global celebrity who is conscripted is certainly not an easy thing, but Jungkook has always been so. Known as someone capable of facing challenges calmly and with dedication, it is likely that he knows his family is out there, says the former military officer. But in this type of situation, discipline is the main thing. He has to stay focused on his duties. On social media, fans express their support with various emotional messages. "We know Jungkook is a strong man, but we also hope he has the support of his family," write one of the fans on Twitter. "Hope everything gets better soon. We love you, Jung Kook." The others. Meanwhile, Jungkook's family finally left the location after several hours of waiting. Even though their faces look tired, there is hope implied in their every move. The big question still hangs in the air. It actually happened behind those military gates. Why Jungkook's family was not allowed to see him, and what he meant from the news about the special training he underwent during this time. We can only hope that everything will become clear. Until then, fans around the world continue to give their support to show that their love and passion for the garbage Kook will never fade, no matter what the news is about garbage. The Kook family's detention at the military gate spread controversy began to emerge. Many fans and experts have questioned whether the incident reflects the special treatment or unfair treatment of Jungkook as one of the members of BTS, the music group that brought South Korea's name to the world stage. The public feels that Jungkook should be treated with the respect he deserves, but the reality on the ground seems much more complicated. Some groups consider this incident to be part of the social and military pressure faced by celebrities serving in the military, while others consider that Jungkook should be treated with respect. There are also those who state that the involvement of families in military facilities is often restricted in order to maintain strict rules in the environment. On social media, this controversy divides the opinions of neens. Some feel that Jungkook's family doesn't deserve to stay outside, especially considering Jungkook is a public figure who has done so much for the country. How can they treat the Jungkook family like that? They just want to see their child. One Twitter user wrote in a furious tone, but there were also those who defended the military by saying that this procedure applies to all soldiers without exception. We cannot allow Jungkook just because he is a celebrity. He is a soldier now, and the rules are. The rules written by other users but unofficial reports from former soldiers have led to speculation that Jungkook may be treated more harshly than ordinary soldiers. This rumor arose after some fans reported that Jungkook seems to rarely get permission to go out compared to other celebrities who also served in the military. He may have deliberately been placed under greater pressure to avoid public criticism that celebrities get preferential treatment from the military. Analysts say this raises bigger questions about whether South Korea's military system is fair enough to handle celebrity conscripts. The specific training Jung said Kook had to undergo became a hot spot in this controversy. Some argue that this kind of training is a form of respect. Suggested that Jungkook was considered to have tremendous potential as a soldier, but there were also those who considered it a form of covert punishment. One observer of Korean popular culture argued that excessive public attention to Jungkook could have made the military feel compelled to show it. Their assertiveness. The military does not want to appear weak or biased, but the way they handle the situation is potentially creating unfair pressure on Jungkook, he said. Amid this controversy, some conspiracy theories are also starting to emerge. Deliberately exaggerated by certain parties to divert attention from other issues that are hot in South Korea, but this theory is difficult to prove. The military itself seems to remain firm in its stance that everything that happens is part of standard ST procedure, even though all parties have done so. Controversy. Support for Jungkook continues to flow from around the world. BTS fans known as soldiers used the social media platform to send Jungkook messages of love and strength. Many have also called for greater transparency in the military over the situation to avoid unnecessary speculation. To make sure Jungkook is okay, he has given so much to this world and now it's our turn to support him, an ARMY Instagram post read out. Amid this storm of controversy, media and international observers have begun to speak out on the matter, including South Korea's transparency. The Korean military and its handling of situations involving major celebrities such as Jungkook. Most of the major criticisms point to tensions between individual rights.